Ladies and gentlemen, we understand that in this pandemic situations, chaos happen everywhere, and we believe that leaders as someone who leads their people needs to do their job properly. In normal situations, power tends to be abused by the authority, moreover in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. This is the reality that we are facing right now. These leaders have the intention to violate their power, and this is why corruption increasing rapidly and vanquish in the wake of pandemic situation, right? We understand that this situation are chaotic and people are getting mad because the leader is abusing their power. But we believe that double sanctioning their punishment is not effective at all. Thus, we disagree with the motion. But first, rebuttal. First of all, the government say that due to the weakness of the law, this leader tends to corrupt. But we believe that our law is sufficient to punish this leader. Why? In fact, in Indonesia, corruptor can be punished at least 4 years to 20 years imprisonment and fine about 200 millions and 1 billion Indonesian rupees. In their side of the house, they even say that in China, the corruptor can get that penalty. So the law is not weak, but the enforcement is. And this is something we should be focusing about. Second, they said that in our side of the house, we will prioritize other things when this corruption happens. Every case and problem is important, so that the corruption. But we believe that instead of doubling the sanction and enacting the new law, we can just ask for transparency and accountability from the law enforcers. Because in status quo, people can be part of these investigations. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's moving on to my argument. First of all, why we believe that double sanctioning is not effective in this pandemic situation. First, faster action is risky because they are too excited to do investigations, so they won't do it properly. Because the government should prove how if the judge acquit the leaders from the corruption case, but actually this leader are proven wrong after that. Instead of accusing them for killing people indirectly, wasting their responsibility for something useless, because on the government side, there is no trial anymore for these leaders that has been acquitted by the judges at first trial. So the government has to prove it because the punishment will be different at the end. Why is it valid? Because first, they have capacity to remove the evidence and more likely won't condemn because they will focus on the primary evidence. They will shut everybody first and they will manipulating it temporarily because if so, they will think that the investigation will be faster and when they've been acquitted, they won't get trial anymore. Second, because it happens too structural. The reason why there are still many leaders that haven't been proven corrupt because there's no evidence. When they get accused, the evidence will be blurry in double sanction because of lack evidence. Historically, it's only effective only for the ancient era because back in the day you had no option, but now you can manipulate the data. So it won't work in our era. Second of all, it will take so much time. The government said that double sanction applies better because it will be faster, but in status quo, if we want to enact new law, we have to go through a long process. Even if they say that we will still use the same law and just doubling it, the process for making the law itself will take a long time. So we don't have so much time, especially in this pandemic. There are at least 12 points that we have to go through to enact this law. It takes months without obstacle along the way, which means everyone agree. But if not, then the process will take years. And again, we don't have time for this. Pandemic is time sensitive. We have to focus to enhance the status quo because first, this discussion will be endless, and second, at the end, they won't focus on the main issues such as investigating deeper or discovering allies of this leader because they only discuss about double sanction. Why is it bad? They're wasting capital on this discussion only. For example, in the parliament, they will spend money to pay for them just to discuss about this. And this is such a waste of money. The capital that should be used to strengthen the law, instead we use on something that has not been proven effective yet. Why our proposal will be more effective? First, the capital will be used to conduct more investigation to find another evidence, their allies, etc. Even if they take so long, it will be okay because we want to fix from the root of the problem because politicians have connection. Therefore, we must do deeper investigation towards them, right? Second, the impact is old case can be appealed to be prosecuted because sometimes this case too fast to get closed because they are someone who has a high position in the parliament or government. In fact, in Indonesia, people doesn't realize that Jokowi has contact with China about national debt from 4 to trillion only for our infrastructure. Meanwhile, that we should be focusing on people who are suffering from their corrupt leader. Let's getting into my second argument. Why our proposal will give more better deterrent impact. First, the government say that because of the investigation is so fast, this leader will feel threatened that they will get the same punishment. It happens also in our side and it will work better under our side because the government need to prove what mechanism on how the court will focus on allies since they are focusing on their leaders too. In their side of the house, at the end of the day, they can't get their allies and only focus on the leader. Why? Because first, we will threaten. Why this is better on our side of the house? First, because we will threaten them mentally. They're still part of the investigation. They will feel worried of getting punished too. This is what we want because they will be focusing on evidences that they will hide to begin with. At the end of the day, this will harm their job also. Second, they still can get accused because the leader can have continued investigation and say that they have allies. In double sanction, this could not happen because there's no second trial, so they can't bring up about their allies. Third, we want to strengthen the law enforcer like Corruption Eradication Commission, which in the status quo is weakened by the government. So instead of talking about doubling sanction and having to discuss the punishment, let's just focus on justify the existing law by strengthening the law enforcer. And this shall be effective and not time-consuming, suitable in this pandemic situation. Therefore, we want us to focus more on strengthening the enforcer, not focusing on the law, because our law is more than enough. We believe that double sanction is not effective at all. And with that, we proud to oppose this motion.